round at the Chevron Championship and her first bogey-free one of the season, Morgan, as we check in with some of her highlights. This was a nice long one at the 7th.
She got off to a good start, birding her first 3 holes, and then that for her 4th of the day.
She can't get that one to go, but not a bad effort. She'll tap in for her par. And of course, a major champion in her own right. We showed you Ronan Yin with an attempt for birdie at the first. Didn't quite get it to go. Let's see if she can capitalize at the second.
First of one of 5 par 3s on this golf course. They're really tremendous holes. The second is beautiful visually.
This is Pauline Bouchard coming off that birdie.
Location today just under a big ridge in this green, which is why this hole's playing the easiest it has all week. Very accessible hole location today.
Getting prepared to tee off. We'll go to the second hole and check in with Pauline Bouchard once again. Yeah, nice birdie for her. She had the best 36-hole position by a player from France in this major championship. In round 2, this is Jasmine Suwanapura on the tee now at the second.
Of all the players on the leaderboard, she's the one with really the least amount of length, so has to get it done with some spectacular iron play and short game.
Totally unencumbered, and because there's accessible pins, it allows more opportunity. That's one of the things with this golf course, is there are so many corners that you can put these pins where you have to be tentative. Today, on a lot of cases, you don't.
Might be able to get this a little bit closer to that hole coming out of the rough.
Wow.
Oh, one of the best we've seen.
Christine Bouchard missed the green on the right, chipped up to here. This for birdie, get to 8 under.
Yeah, those first 3 holes, we're looking at over a half a shot easier.
Oh, nicely done. Well, she made birdie there yesterday, and another one again today. This is Ina Yoon on the tee, preparing to go.
Watch this beautiful golf swing. Wonderful position at the top, trying to curve it towards that hole. Use that slope and get even better, Kara.
Now, Paddy Tavatanakit at the first. Beautifully played after choosing to lay up there from the rough at the par 5. So she's on the green in 3, and we'll have a good look at an opening birdie. Yeah, good out. Christine Bouchard, what a start she's had. 3 straight birdies, Morgan. This for a 4th.
This is a player like everybody in the pack, just looking to chase. We've said those first few holes are very gettable today, but now the golf course starts to get a little more challenging.
And she birdies the first hole for a 3rd consecutive day here at Memorial Park. Yeah, nicely done. So 2 birdies for the final pairing at the first hole.
Progressive Insurance. This is So Min Lee, who featured on the leaderboard earlier in the championship.
Oh my goodness.
Cheeky.
Between her and the only place we've seen you can't be over that ridge.
Really good looking shot with an 8-iron here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good call, Bones.
Oh.
Yeah, just didn't have much green to work with, did she? But she's gonna still have a decent look at par.
Example right there that she's doing just fine.
Ina Yoon, one of the chasers, 2nd at 3.
Gotta be careful. You don't want to miss this green left. Can it hang on?
And a very similar putt to Farah O'Keefe.
Yamashita won that one. last year.
Here's a major champion from last year, Maya Stark, in the US Women's Open. This at 5. That's another long-range putt we see go in. We saw a few over the first 2 days.
Never a doubt. Nelly Korda extends her lead. Just a beautiful start.
Just a little lag moving from left to right. Well done.
She listened to you.
Yeah, well, if she would have listened to me, it wouldn't have been quite that far left to right. But hey, a tap-in birdie is a good way.
This is where Nelly's second shot finished at the third. This is her third shot.
Beautiful in terms of how far it's flying, but needs to check up.
Here's the fourth for Patty.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Up at the 6, we showed you Rusine Bouchard and her approach go long at the green. And that will be the first bogey of her day. Unable to get up and down. Just severe runoff at the back of this par 4.
She's made a lot of momentum putts early days. This will just bleed to the right. Might be too high. All things considered, 2 under through the first 3 holes, though. A pretty good start for Nelly Korda. I think it would have been greedy to expect 3 on 3, but she'll be disappointed to walk away with a 5, given where her drive was.
Laying the sod over her third, it was a very aggressive play, put a lot of spin on it.
She's been so good scrambling. Confidence is really high, chipping the ball. Bogey free.
Meanwhile, up at the green, Ina Yoon for another birdie.
Can she make 4 in a row? This is slow initially and then very fast the last few feet.
And back out at the 4th, which is the first par 4 on this layout. Ryan O'Toole did miss her putt she had ahead, so Nelly's free to go.
From 152, this is an 8-iron well out to the right.
Talk about the first par 4.
Taking it up. This is a really, oh my gosh, that is a fantastic shot from there. A+.
Talks about being a little out of position for Ina Yoon, second at 5.
Yeah, pin high left would be the play.
And that was beautifully done from Yoon, using that slope to hold that ball out of the rough when it's going to have more release. Excellent course management when you're slightly out of position.
A little better.
This has got to go.
Yeah, comes up a little short.
Not a bad effort, though. She's made a lot of putts from that length this week. Seems very free. She looked very solid with her lower body on that long putt. No movement, no weight shift.
Just 123 yards. So difficult to be aggressive because of the fall off right. Now this is aggressive.
Oh, nicely done.
And she does it again.
18 of 18 scrambling this week.
Easy. Right there.
And that is really, really nicely done. It is tucked in this little corner of the green that you have to be so precise.
He's got to sit down.
Oh, might go in.
Thankful to have a little bit of spin on that. Great look from there. Looked like it wanted to tip to the right and then almost went the opposite at the end, but well done to birdie that hole.
And in it goes. You just feel like it's going to come unstuck at some stage, but it just hasn't happened.
129 yards just out of the first cut. Will be a touch more release. Want to land this a few paces short of the flag.
Not a bad angle here. Oh, goodness. Amelia, fabulous shot. Nearly holes it.
We'll see if she can capitalize from the drive there in a moment. But up at the green, her closest chaser is Ina Yoon. And just missed another opportunity there. She is having a great start to her third round.
Going with a 9-iron. Just left of it.
Just another perfectly controlled ball swing, Bones.
This ball's trying to turn over, but out to the right.
Okay, well, she'll have a putt for birdie, which she hasn't had in a while.
This was a moment ago on the 6th hole at Memorial Park Golf Course. Paddy Tavatanakit found a green in regulation. She's been scrambling to save pars so far this round, and now to convert a birdie, and she does. Now that lead extends again.
Birdie at 11. Good birdie there, isn't it?
Great birdie. That is a hole that has still remained over par on average.
I feel like these players have got to make everything to try and close that gap. 8 shots. And it's been a very impressive performance from Ina Yoon.
Moves right at the end.
Boy, that looked good a long time there. Everything she's doing is right on line.
Well, and just good speed, too. I mean, half the battle is just making it stress-free. Put herself in good position, 2-putt par, move on to the next.
And there you go. So another par from Nelly Korda. This is a birdie look, but off the green, just with putter in hand, though.
Bit of a slow putt up a ridge to begin. Well judged. Almost looks.
Especially when you can imagine the world #1 is probably going to birdie this hole, or you expect it as a competitor trying to chase.
Oh, that was close. Heck of an attempt there to save par from off the green, but ultimately a damaging bogey for Ina Yoon, who had such a good round going after those 3 consecutive birdies.
Gonna have to bump this a couple of times. She does just, oh, it gets a bad hop off the front fringe and rockets past the hole. That was unlucky there.
Looked like it just landed on that collar, Bones, and just ricocheted towards the back of the green.
Okay, so just a few feet left to save her par. Yep, she does it again.
It's a similar length to the putt that she missed yesterday on 6 for last bogey. Only bogey, other bogey in this championship so far.
Stubbles and I were out looking at this hole yesterday. I mean, it's just so difficult around this green.
It's a very tiny table today.
Find Pauline Rusine-Bouchard. This her second shot into the par 4. Just about to see her behind the tree branch. Oh, and nicely played. Look at that. She is on form today.
158 downwind, 9-iron in hand. Good looking shot here, maybe just a little right of it.
I mean, she has been
Short of the 13th. How's that, Paige, for Rusine-Bouchard?
This is going to be tricky up the hill to judge this speed. If she doesn't watch out, everything feeds back off the green.
was on that wedge on 8.
Now quickly, Paddy. Oh, two good shots, not wasting any time in this group, both.
Deep bunker, she's going to have to show us some hands yet again here. Ooh, she spun this one.
That was so good. It's such great technique. We've seen her hit bunker shots this week, and when she's short-sided like that, she's able to slap it down and pick up that club very quickly afterwards.
Farah O'Keefe trying to be the low amateur here at the Chevron Championship. And they are going to revive the low amateur prize this year. I was talking to Glenn Weckerlin, the
nice move by them, and Farah O'Keefe obviously in the running for that. Back at 12, and Paddy from the fairway.
Wedge from 150.
It's not been an easy green to hit today. Only about half the field has hit this green in regulation, but much easier with a little 9-iron. And just her distance control has been pretty perfection.
And Nelly Korda, second shot.
From 111, a very severe green. Got a missed left, if anything. And yet another perfect play from Nelly. It's about as good as she could do from there.
That'll be fine. Hard to putt, but at least she's not chipping.
Over at 16, this is Rusine Bouchard. Looking for birdie to get to 9 under, and she does. She's been fist pumping her way around this golf course today. I love it. I love the energy. I love the enthusiasm, and a big smile as she climbs up into that group now. 4 players tied second at 9 under.
Takes a nice long look out at the hole. Another brilliant pitch shot, Bones.
One of the best short games I've seen all year. Nelly went straight for the wedge, which is typically what she does around the greens. And that's a little sloppy there, but she's got 5 feet.
Ball slightly below her feet. It's going to want to push the ball from left to right as well as that wind direction. Good leave. There's a little knob just front left of that hole.
Second shot into the closing par 4.
We've seen that hole location tucked on the front left. It's now playing as the hardest hole, this finishing hole. Oh my goodness, Roning would have no idea how tough it is.
Good play from Ronnie into another tucked hole location. The toughest in the 3rd round, and we saw Ronnie Yin take advantage of it. That Rusine Bouchard. Oh my goodness. Nearly a 2.
Smooth swing. Got to get up. Oh boy, I just carried the penalty area. My goodness.
Bones, I was going to ask you how intimidating this approach shot is given the lack of water on the golf course, what you're suddenly faced with here at 16.
Getting after it. Looking for some spin and didn't quite get it. Left of the flag. Cutting back now, though.
Oh, nicely done.
All about where do you want to miss it. Misses long. Oh, what a miss. Right on target from a horrible angle. She could sit there all day and not hit a better shot than that.
Turning in from the right now. Right of the flag. Should leave a really nice look at it. Yeah, it's just got to go up about 4 feet. Needs some spin. And what do you know? Patty almost holed it.
Yet again. That's been the story of her day, has it not? Just incredible around these greens, these penal greens. This for just the 6th birdie of the day at 18.
It's been her miss on this back 9. It's a little bit low and right.
That was also to set a new 54-hole scoring record. She doesn't quite do, but she does tie the best scoring through 3 rounds at the Chevron Championship at 16 under par.